EP.4. We're coming off a great weekend. You must say the fight this weekend. Alright, so Ian's not really into the UFC and stuff, right? But we watched the major fights that happened. And this fight we got a treat. We got fighters like I'm not sure how much of you like Gilbert Burns versus Stephen Thompson. That was a good fight. And then we had Sean O'Malley, which was another good fight. But we're really more interested in the UFC Fight Night main event, right? Poirier versus McGregor. I'm sure a lot of you saw that fight and saw how it ended. What do you think about it?
Like you said, I'm not really into it. It's my first UFC fight. I've known McGregor for a while as a social media person, and honestly, if he didn't hurt himself, I think he still would have lost.
Yeah, McGregor's actually as of 2021, Forbes recognized him as being the highest paid athlete in the world. Athlete in the world. Right, so he's the biggest name in sports right now, and what happened to him is pretty tragic. But I know a lot of people celebrated that injury. If you watched or if you did not watch the fight between these two have been having a feud for quite a while, right? The first fight, McGregor won Poirier over knockout. The second fight, Poirier knocked out McGregor, so this was supposed to be the third defining fight. And on the second round, Conor McGregor ended up breaking his ankle. It was the first round. On the first round, McGregor ended up breaking his ankle. Maybe some of you would have seen some of the memes that were going around.
You see the tour? That's for me what it was.
Oh yeah.
The tour?
Yeah.
It's crazy because even though he lost, he still made it that smart. Dustin was still saying stuff even though he lost. Still didn't get humbled enough.
I know. There was a lot of trash talking during that the whole journey to the fight. McGregor even showed pictures of Dustin Poirier's wife DMing him on Instagram. He was calling her a lot of names and saying, your wife is in my DMs. He even said some really messed
even
up
after
things.
he lost, he said it on the floor. It was funny when Dustin mocked him.
I know. But that's why he said that it's kind of like karma, because he had said a lot of messed up things. I remember Dustin mentioned, said something about his hair, and he's like, you're talking about hair, your wife wants to see the hair, so they were going really deep on the trash talking, and even after McGregor is sitting down on the mat with a broken tibia, and he's still, saying stuff about how his wife is in the DMs and stuff.
So Dustin said that there will be a part 4, even if it's on the streets or that.
Yeah, I think a fourth fight is merited, right? And McGregor didn't post that he would shock the world, but he did end up shocking the world with his broken ankle. So
it's crazy how social influencers have grown too. They said that the Happy Dad was shown.
Happy Dad, I know.
And then the boys, they had full access to the fight.
Yeah.
On the video, they said that they didn't have the dad, I think. They said because they're not good friends with
Dana White. I saw that a lot of influencers seem to be getting really close with sports. I mean, I think they realize that the audience of like the Nelt boys, Steve will do it, and other people are around the same range or the same demographic of people who watch UFC. So, as business they work together. I saw even Donald Trump at the fight. He was sitting right in front of the Nelt boys. So that was pretty cool. And I noticed something. The fight was in Miami, in Las Vegas. And I noticed that I didn't even see anyone wearing a mask.
You think all of them vaccinated?
I don't think everyone's vaccinated, but I think they're opening up. I think they're opening up back in the US, regardless if you have gotten 1 or 2 shots of the vaccine. Some states have opened up. Texas has opened up. I know Florida. Miami, they're opening back up. Vegas is obviously opening up. So let's see how that trend, transcends borders into Belize. I know people have been mentioning here, things should open up as normal for people who have gotten their 2 shots. So what do you think about that?
I don't really know what to say because there are some people that it's not that they don't want to take. I saw a quote that someone said it's not that they are anti-vax, but they have underlying health conditions also. It's not that they are like arrogant or that they don't want. But there also are people that are just arrogant and don't want to take it. I saw a tweet that someone put if they said that 70% needs to get vaccinated for Carnival to open, I think everyone would be vaccinated. Yeah. It's crazy that you need to like offer something just so they do it. You see Digicel doing giveaways and those are stuff that they shouldn't be doing. It's for their own health
and it shouldn't be necessary, right? It shouldn't be necessary to ask people to take care of themselves. And I've actually had some conversations with people regarding the vaccine and what are their thoughts on it. I've gotten some responses. Again, all of these are opinions, right? My opinion differs from Azel's and the rest. But I've gotten responses that to me might not be like justifiable. I've gotten some that are justifiable. I have colleagues, friends that express that, I have this aunt that has lupus, or I have this aunt that has this condition, and the doctor at the hospital themselves have said, we would advise you to wait a bit because there hasn't been enough studies on how the AstraZeneca vaccine might affect people with lupus, or it might not, how it might affect people with this underlying condition. I think that is, justifiable, but I think it all depends on the person's basis, because I've heard people base themselves on, for example, the new anti-vax movement, right? I think there's this anti-vax movement in Belize, and yesterday I actually heard the Ministry of Health debunking all of their points one by one. I think it was passing in the news. They were saying like people are dying because of the second shot and this and that, yet they give no sources, they give no reliable sources. They just say, we know this person this age died because of the second shot. We don't get any evidence. And then the ministry simply said, we have the record of everyone who's died, and 0 people have died by getting the vaccine, not only in Belize, but worldwide. And they gave the number, I think it was a million or so. It should be more than a million who have died from COVID, right? Yet you fear the vaccine, yet you don't fear COVID, right? It's just strange to me. Yes, I think I would fear the vaccine too, but my fear for COVID is far greater.
And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, right? But vaccines are usually the virus itself, right? Like less stronger. But I think the AstraZeneca isn't like that. Mm-hmm. It's something different. Yeah. So it's not like if they're injecting the virus in you. Yeah. Then they have speculations of injecting chips into you and stuff like that.
And also people said, all of the other people will take the virus want to turn into zombies in the next 5 years and stuff like that, right?
Same. The Dr. Julian,
which we had on our first
second episode. He posted a story. It said it's not FDA approved, and when you get it, magnets stick to you. So explain that one, please. And his post was getting the vaccine turns me into Magneto. Serious.
Yeah, I saw the post. The same anti-vax group claimed that there is this young lady that after getting the vaccine, she was getting a lot of arm pain, and eventually she realized that I think it was a spoon and her keys or something like that stuck to her arm. So they were seriously, like, this is not a joke, they were realistically and seriously claiming that her arm was magnetic, right? So the vaccine actually turned this lady into Magneto. But Again, on a serious note, I think all the fears have been debunked, and even with I remember when AstraZeneca had just started being shared out in Belize and the UK, right? Because Belize is not the only country that's getting AstraZeneca. I think even I'm not sure if I'm mistaken, but I think even Canada had been using the AstraZeneca. The UK has been using it. India has been using it. We have been using it. They were reporting that the blood clot issue. Remember the blood? Everyone said, "Oh, I don't want to take it because I give blood clot." Yeah, if you actually do some research, you realize that it was what was it? I think it was 70 people out of 17 million. Right? 70 people out of 17 million administered vaccinated people were getting blood clot.
You know what's crazy talking about that anti-vax? It's the same people that hate using masks. It's the same people that want to be around and want to party. Those are the ones that don't want to take the vaccine. I saw another post on Facebook of a guy saying that when he took the vaccine, yes, he had some bad symptoms for one day, but he says he prefers taking the risk of having bad side effects for one day rather than taking the COVID and not knowing if he will make it back alive.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up the stats. Right? I'm trying to pull up the stats of how many people actually suffered any. I think I overestimated the number. It shouldn't be so much, but yes. Right, the chances of you suffering blood clot was less than the chances of you being involved in a car accident anytime that you would step into a car. It was far. It was, like I said, if you're worrying about a 70 to 17 million ratio, I'm baffled why you're not worrying about COVID. Right? I'm baffled why you're not worrying about COVID that has killed and taken the lives of millions of people worldwide. Right? And you could it's just I'm baffled, and I was actually having a conversation with someone that they were saying how there are some people who would want religious exemptions, and I think that is a pretty touchy subject because if you start, as I shared with them, religion as solid as it is, I mean all the laws of every country is based on religion, right? Even the Constitution says that it's based on the laws of God, so. Religion on itself, though, it's based on faith, on belief, right? So it's hard to combine something like a disease or virus that is, something that is solid on paper. This is the virus, this is what happened, this is what it's made of, this is what it caused, to faith and belief. Because they were saying, the person shared that the Rastafarian community was saying that, this virus was man-made, and the earth was made by God for us to use as medicine and for us to live. So by us injecting with a foreign man-made vaccine for a foreign man-made virus, I think there is something contradicting to that, right? So they were saying that they would not like to participate in the vaccine. I might have some of the points up, but that was more or less the claim. Now, as I said to the person, I understand, right? I myself, if I had the power, I wouldn't force anyone to take the vaccine. But then we have to understand, okay, I get the point. But if we start exempting people because of a belief, then that means that anyone with any belief should also be exempted. If I say, oh, well, I'm not of religion, but I believe and I have this faith, then that person is exempted. If somebody else says, I feel that person is exempted because there is no science to it. It's based on faith, right? And I think it's a pretty touchy subject.
And then the vaccines are also helpful for all of the other variants also. Mm-hmm. It doesn't just protect the main one. It says here the alpha, beta, everyone.
I know that there was this the Delta one and the Epsilon one.
Something like that. Just came in, man.
I think the vaccine, they were showing that the vaccine is showing positive signs with those variants. And I also asked the person, if you are religious, like if you really believe in God. So if the science tells you, you know what, by taking the vaccine, you're not only protecting yourself, but you are also saving lives and being responsible, because you are not, aside from being at minor risk of contracting the virus, you have your immune system is fighting. You aid in decreasing the spread. So how irresponsible of you would it be not to want to do that, right? If I get,
it's kind of selfish.
It's you know, it can be interpreted in different ways, like you said. If I feel that, you know what, I don't want to take it, that is fine. But also, I say I don't want to take it because of religion. That's fine. But then religion also says, you know what, you have a duty to take care of yourself and your neighbor, right? Love thy neighbor, take care of your neighbor, take care of your family. So it's kind of contradicting. If I say no, then I'm putting my family at risk, I'm putting my friends at risk, I'm putting the elderly at risk, I'm putting a lot of people at risk. So it's a very slippery slope, right, when it comes to these vaccines. And
I saw something that the vaccine will soon be available for persons under 18. I'm not sure. I think I saw it.
Yeah, I think most of the people should really. I would encourage everyone to do proper research, right? I know WHO has a lot of research, the Ministry of Health has a lot of research.
Don't just be carried away by rumors, right?
Yeah.
Do your proper research, and
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's for one good.
Yeah, I heard this lady in Joe actually said in Spanish, oh, yo no lo quiero tomar porque una señora de San Esteban murió. El día que la vacunaron, murió.
I think I heard about
La
that.
vacuna lo mató, right? And then, like, okay, and then, you know about tomar. She tells someone, you know about tomar. She tells someone, you know about tomar. And it wasn't true. And it's not true. Like we said, in Belize, there are, honestly, like, I'm not lying, I'm not paid by the government. Honestly, just do the research. Ask anyone in Ministry of Health, check the stats. There has been no deaths because of the COVID vaccine. But there has been, as you've seen, many deaths due to COVID.
And the COVID vaccine does have, I've heard of some companies here in Corazon that the company got affected, but it was just the people that didn't have the vaccine.
Yeah.
Those were the ones
There
that
was an example here in Corozal, right?
Every other person had the vaccine, they didn't get it, and the ones that didn't have it, they were the ones that took it.
Yeah, I remember that they were saying, you know what, the vaccine will not prevent you from contracting the virus, but it gives you a better chance. Right? Of fighting it off before I guess it would develop in your body.
And then I think you won't get such bad effects if you get it also, right?
Yeah, but I think there are many points pro instead of aside from beside the cons. I think the pros have it for vaccines. I've had it, you had it.
I think the reason we may get it is because also going to happen in the family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think maybe sometimes you have to experience something bad to see the realness of the virus.
It hits you.
And then when you see a family member getting sick and passing away, it kind of you know.
Yeah, we got that firsthand, right? We have two uncles. It's our parents' uncle, but two brothers, right, contracted COVID and both of them passed away, one a week from the other.
And then it's sad when you hear them fighting for their life.
It's really sad, and getting the updates from the doctor, you know what, your uncle so and so.
And then
is fighting.
hoping, I mean, everyone wishes that the vaccine existed before, I mean. But you see, those are the things that can motivate you and push you to prevent it to happen again. I think all of us in our family are fully vaccinated.
Yeah. I have a family of 5. We're all vaccinated. Our extended family, right? Aunts, all aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents,
fully vaccinated.
Right? Fully vaccinated, and none of them have got any unexpected reaction. And again, I think before when the deaths were going up, we were saying we wish there was something that can be done.
I know that they have the
answer
vaccine.
is here. The answer is here. The vaccine is here. And now.
And it's crazy. What is the excuse? That they did it too fast. How did they do it and something like that?
Yeah. I think that we can understand right now. Like I was saying, the answer is here. So whenever you hear or hope to God that none of your families are affected by this, but if you hear that someone dies from COVID, know that it was 100% preventable. 100% preventable. Right? Getting the vaccine would have saved that person's lives. Vaccines are saving, I'd say, millions and millions of lives worldwide. Right? And no one is going to turn into a zombie. I think I got about 5 vaccines when I was a baby. You got about 5 vaccines when you were a baby. I think everyone, even the anti-vaxxers in the least, got their vaccines when they were a baby. And the technology back then was extremely questionable. And all of us are still kicking and eating our fried chicken, right? So I think...
to close this section off, we'd like to encourage everyone to take the vaccine and don't just be misguided by the rumors. Do the proper research so you know what's...
Yeah, trust the science and trust reliable sources, right? It's not about... It's about saving lives, honestly. We want to save... Not we, right? But we as a general public, we want to save lives. My heart is in saving lives. And the only way we could do that is by being prepared, being preventative and ready for what comes next. Right?
So as you guys have seen, we did 2 social experiments. It was something that I was very shy to do at first.
Yeah.
Because I'm shy to go ask, but most people participated. There are some people that haven't, and it's okay, but we're very grateful for the ones that have. The last one that we did, I think like 3 persons or 2 told us that they recognize us. They have seen our videos. It makes us really happy. We have the case of the guy from PG.
Yeah.
He got excited. He told us in Spanish, I carry that a play.
Yeah.
It's something new that we're trying. We would like to probably go to
Orange Walk, Belize City, or Merrill, wherever.
You guys should let us know in the comments if
let us know in the comments where you guys want us to be next. Talking about the same guy, I remember he said he's from PG and he doesn't really come up north, but coming to Corozal and getting that experience was made the trip a little bit more exciting. A lot of people say, you know what, I hope they don't meet me.
Yes.
I've gone to people say, I hope they don't meet me in the park. But yeah, we honestly do it for entertainment.
Our intention is just to put a smile on someone's face.
Yeah. I'm very happy also that people, we tell them, you know what, if after, we always say what it's for, we always say consent, and we make sure they get consent.
And then if you don't like it, we can delete the video from
we tell them, you know what, we can do it. After you've consented, we can do it, and if you don't like it, we won't put it, which we don't, right? We have gotten those requests. We respect it because honestly, we appreciate everyone who has participated, and
really means a lot to us.
It means a lot to us, and I'm sure it means a lot to our viewers who enjoy it.
We're also grateful for all the people that like our content, that have subscribed to us. Where we are really going is on TikTok, or one of our videos,
our most viewed video
with one of our not a special guest.
Host,
Mr. Silvenche has
64,000 views.
Okay, before that video was posted, we were at I think 400 followers. Right now we have like 1,400. We have like 7,000 likes.
We're growing
just because of that video.
Yeah, we're growing slowly with your support, guys. All we ask for you to do is react, give us feedback, comment, like. Follow, subscribe. We have our IG page, we have our YouTube page, we have our TikTok page.
We're just doing it for entertainment for you guys. We're not gaining anything from it.
Well, we're not getting any YouTube money or any special privileges. I would want to thank some very supportive small businesses though. The first is Wishlist, right? Wishlist BZ. I really want you guys to check them out. They do really fast and reliable shipping services, right, from the US. It's you could send them a link of what you want. They'll have it here, depending how fast you want it. Usually it takes about what?
About a week.
To get here at really affordable prices, right? The customer service is really great. Another small business we'd like to shout out is Bake My Day here in Corozal. They make the best cookies in town, right? We're regular customers. My entire family actually buys cookies from them, and they're really good.
The third business I'd like to shout out is Let's Start Marketing. They can supply any of your customizable needs. They do laser on Yetis, they do printings on shirts, they do the gym shirts.
Yeah, if you need any printing on shirts, caps,
anything.
Bottles, the cups,
calendars,
anything, banners, flyers. They're really good at that, and again at affordable prices right here in Corozal. One more business I want to shout out is Lihia's Food Corner, right? That's here in Corozal as well.
Best burgers in town,
best food in town, and at $5 a plate.
Unbeatable,
right? You won't, I promise you guys, please try it. You'll find them on Facebook, Lihia's Food Corner. You will not find a better served and better tasting $5 plate of food than theirs, right? So I really want you guys to try it. If you want to try it, I want to feel another best, let me know personally, I want to treat you to a plate, make it up for Lihia's Food Corner, right? And these are businesses that are very supportive to us, right? They've been with us and
from the beginning,
right? So we really have to big them up. And I think that with this we're gonna close off the podcast for today. Again, I just want to really thank the participants for our experiments, our questions series that we're trying to continue. Again, comment where you'd want us to be next. I'm really thankful for everyone who's participated. I'm really happy that the people who have participated are in good spirits. You know, they always say, you know what, I like the video, I like the edits. Yeah. So it really says a lot about the love and support here in Corozal, and hopefully we can feel that everywhere we go. It really encourages us to continue.
But that we say, good night, guys.